Okay, awesome. I see a great mix. That's perfect. Today we will walk through how Uniview systems are accessed and managed using mobile phone applications, focusing mainly on UniEase, which is primary app for daily use, and UniTools Pro, which is designed specifically for installers and technicians. We'll spend most of our time on UniEase because that's the app your customers will actually live in every day. Before we jump into that, I will give a quick introduction who we are as in Petawise and what will be our training agenda today. So allow me a few seconds so I can share my screen and we can continue from there. So in today's agenda, we will discuss who we are as a Petawise and what who is Uniview. Moving further, we will see the first app that is UniEase, in which we will see how to monitor everyday activities. Moving further, we will see the features that will save us a lot of time by using the UniEase app. And to end this session, we will just go through UniTools Pro. That's the app for installers and technicians. And we will see how the installers and technician workflow works. And at the end of the session, we will have a brief Q&A section so we can answer all your questions. So as Petawise, we are Canadian master distributors of Uniview systems. We are fully Canadian owned and operated company with physical presence across Canada. Our head office is in Vaughan, Ontario, and we provide technical support Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in both languages, English and French. Speaking about Uniview, Uniview is currently the fourth largest CCTV manufacturer in the world with a presence in over 145 countries and provides fully NDAA compliant solutions in Canada. Now let's see what we will discuss in our topic one, that is everyday mobile monitoring using UniEase app. We will see what is UniEase, who is it for, and when to use it. We will see how to set up, how to create a cloud account, how to set up a device, add the NVRs instantly by just scanning the QR code from the bottom of the NVR. After adding the NVR, we will see how we can access live view, playback, and real-time alarm notifications. And at the end of this topic, we will go through the best practices of smart sharing the device, whether sharing it to your family persons or to the staff, or you just want to share it for the one time or temporary sharing. We will see how it is done. Moving further, we will go through the features that will save us a lot of time. We will see how to have a live view of multiple cameras and how to have intelligent playback. Intelligent playback means like event filtering, selecting the date, selecting the time you want a playback for. And during the playback, and if you want snapshots, video clips, you can also do that. I will go through that in the session. How to enable two-way audio, PTZ controls, and how to custom a voice message on supported cameras. And at the end of this topic, we will see how to arm and disarm the device, when to use it, and how it impacts the alerts. Moving further, we will switch to UniTools Pro. That's the app for installers and technicians. We will go through what's the purpose of this app, how to set up a job site or like a project-based setup, adding the devices via LAN scan or a cloud QR code, performing common installer configurations directly from your phone, like NVR configurations and camera configurations, and UniTools Pro is for installation and Uni is for end users. We will conclude our topic on that. So just allow me a few seconds so I can share my mobile phone screen and we can get started. Today we are going to start with UniEase, and the reason is simple because UniEase is the app most of our customers, managers, and end users will interact in with every single day. It's the app used for viewing cameras, checking playbacks, receiving alarms, and sharing the access. And UniE is a mobile application that will allow you to view and manage cameras directly from your phone. It replaces the older UNV link user and easy view applications and is designed to be cleaner, faster, and much more user friendly. So to get started with UniEase, the first step is create a Uniview or Easy Cloud account. Once the app is installed, you open it up. As you can see on my screen, you just have to click on login or sign up. I have already created my account, so I will show you how to sign up. You can see a sign up button over here. Just click on sign up, select the region which you are in, and you can register using your email address or your mobile phone. The default is using the email address. You can enter your email address over here, click on send code. You will receive a code on the email address. Enter that code, set your password, accept the terms and conditions, then click sign up. Or if you want to register using a mobile phone, using your phone number, you can just hit the phone icon on the screen and this will change to your mobile phone. You can enter your mobile phone number, then again follow the same process. As I've already created my account, I will directly log in and continue further. After signing in, devices are added using Easy Cloud, which allows remote access without poor forwarding or complex network configuration. To add a device, you just have to hit the plus icon at the top right corner. It opens up your camera. For the first time, accept the permissions for the camera, allow the permissions, scan the QR code, and follow the instructions on the screen. As long as the NVR is connected to the internet, it will come up online in the app within 15 to 30 seconds. Important point, the first person who scans the QR code becomes the admin user. Any additional users must be added through device sharing. Once the NVR is added, UniEase becomes your monitoring tool. From the device list, you can tap a device to see all the connected cameras. If I tap this device, Petawise external demo, I can see all the connected cameras to that device. Then select any camera to start a live view. And if I want a live view of the first camera, you just have to tap on that camera to have a live view of that camera. You can swipe left or right to move between cameras, rotate your phone for a full screen view, and you can also have multi windows like for viewing all the cameras on the device. For that, you just need to click on this button. It will open up your Windows section. In that section, you can select up to how many windows you want. For now, I will just do 4 windows so I can have all the live views of the cameras at my mobile phone screen. For the better view, you can just rotate your phone and you can see all the four cameras at a time. And if your camera supports audio, you can listen live. You just have to tap the audio, enable the audio over here. So if your camera supports that, you can listen live. And if your camera supports a two-way audio, you can also do that. You just have to click on two-way audio button and it will activate the two-way audio. And if you want to have a look for PTZ controls, you can directly do that from the app itself. As this is a PTZ camera, which I'm showing you, I will show you how the PTZ control works from the mobile phone itself. So if you head over to PTZ controls over here, rotate your phone, and as you can see on my screen, I'm just doing the easy controls using my mobile phone. You can just pan, tilt, zoom, whatever you want using just your mobile phone. This is very ideal for a quick verification. So we can just check like what's going on, did something happen? You can do it very quickly just using your mobile phone. Now let's see how to access the playback, how to filter while using the playback section and all that. For playback, you just have again go back to live view. You just have to click on the camera. Under camera, you will see a playback button over here. If you click on the playback button, it will open up your playback. You can enter the playback mode. You can scroll through the timeline. And if you want to zoom in the timeline for precision, you can just press the magnifying button over here, zoom in for precise searching. Or if you want to select a specific date and time for the playback, you can also do that. You just have to head over to the calendar over here, just click on the calendar, select the date you want to have a playback for, and enter OK. So you will have a playback of that time quickly. And now the most important section, that is event filtering. Event filtering is critical because it prevents user from scrubbing through hours of empty footages. And if you see the filter icon over here, you just have to hit on this icon and you can see want to apply on the playback what you want to check. If I want to have a playback footage for just for the VCA configs which I have done, and if I go back to this date, as you can see, I only have this thing. So it saves a lot of time, and it's the biggest advantage for UniEase for the end users. Now let's look at how to set up alarm detection and how to set up a custom voice message. For setting up the custom voice message, you just need to select the camera, head over to the camera's configuration. Under that, you will see a customized alarm sound. If you hit customize alarm sound, then hit add alarm sound, you just have to follow the instructions on the screen from here. It shows like press and hold to start recording and release when you are done. Now I am using my microphone for the meeting, so I can't record myself. If you are doing it normally, you can record it. You just have to hold on this thing, the recording will start. Record your alarm message. After recording it, you just have to click on save button over here, name it, and that's saved. And now, if you want to use the same alarm sound for your alarms, you just have to go to alarm detection, select any intrusion detection or the alarm type, head over to select alarm sound. Under here, your saved voice message will be here. So you can just go through it, select it, click OK. Now, when the alarm triggers, the camera plays a custom message automatically. This is extremely efficient for trespassing and after hours warning. And now let's see how we can share the device to our family members, to our staff, and to the visitors whom we want to share the device. For that, you just need to hit the three vertical dots next to your device name, then hit share, then click on shared use. Over here, you can just enter the username and the email address of the person whom you want to share the device with. Select the validity period, like if you want to share it with your family member or with your staff or something, you can just select it as permanent. If you want to share with the visitor or the guest, if you are using it in a condo, you can just select a day or you can just customize it accordingly. After that, you can just click on the device and share the permissions you want to share with your users or the person whom you are sharing the device with. If I want to share all the permissions, it's by default. Just click on confirm. Now you just have to accept the terms and conditions, then hit share. The device will be shared to the other person. Now, if I'm having a playback and I have seen something abnormal in my playback and I want to record that and I want to take a snapshot of that, that's very easy. If I want to take a snapshot of this my current screen, just hit on snapshot and the snapshot will be saved. And if I want to record that like period of a time for a short period of a time, you just want to go on that timeline, you hit record and the recording will be started as you can see over here. And if you want to stop the recording, you just have to hit record again and it will stop the recording. And these snapshots and the recording will be directly saved to your mobile phone's gallery. I will show you that. As you can see over here, I just took a snapshot of this and it's directly saved in my mobile phone gallery. And this is the recording which I just took from the playback. It directly went to my gallery or the photos, and you can share to the person if you want to. This is pretty much that we can do from the UniEase app. Now I will just transition my session to the UniTools Pro, and we will see how the UniTools Pro work. UniTools Pro is a mobile app designed specifically for installers and technicians. It allows full system and configuration directly from your phone without the need of a laptop or a monitor. This app is being used during installation before the system is handed over to the customer. UniTools Pro is not recommended for end users, and I will explain that why. Why I will explain that at the later. Now let's see how the project-based installation workflow happens in the UniTools Pro app. Each project represents a job site. As you can see over here, I have created a single project that is training. In that project, I have added two of the devices, and you can see both of my devices are online. Devices can be added using a LAN auto search or by just scanning the QR code. If I have to add another device, if suppose this is my job site, training is my job site, and I have another NVR on that job site, you just have to click on that project, scroll up the workspace. You can see over here, add a device. We have two options. We have scan option, we have auto search in LAN. If you have the QR code, you can just hit on scan. You can just scan the QR code and follow the instructions on the screen, and the device would be added to the same project. And if you want to add the device using like auto LAN search, hit auto LAN search. It will scan all the Uniview devices in the network, and you are able to add it just by a click. As you can see, it has scanned all the Uniview devices in my network. I can just select the device and add it to my project. Once the installation is complete, now I have already configured two devices. Once the installation is completed and I want to deliver it or share to the client, I can also do that from here. I will show you that later at the end of this session. Now let's see what are the common installer configurations we can do from the UniTools Pro app. First, we will see what are the configurations we can do for the NVR configurations. To configure an NVR itself, you just have to open the project, you hit the view icon, you will see my both of the NVRs over here. You just have to click on tap on three dots next to the NVR, select the device config, and from here you can just start configuring your NVR. First, we will see we can just rename the device. If you want to rename the device and save it, it will save it. You can upgrade the firmware. It's the latest firmware. If the device has a upgraded firmware version, you can just hit over here and upgrade the firmware version, upgrade it to the latest firmware version using a mobile phone itself. And if you want to change the password of the device, you can also do that from here. Just click on change password, enter the old password and enter your new password and hit OK, and the settings will be saved. If you want to reboot the system, you can just click on restart. The system will reboot itself. Just going back to the configuration settings, if you want, and if you see the time settings, the time is not correct on your NVR, you can just sync it with your mobile phone just by a single click. If you head over to time, if you want to sync with your mobile phone, just hit on sync with mobile phone. If you want to enable daylight saving time or disable daylight saving time, you can also do that from the time settings. Now let's see like how to enable and disable alarm notifications. For that, you just need to head to allow alarm notifications. I've already allowed it. You just have to enable this thing and you will get all the alarm notifications from your device. Now, the most important setting, that is network setting, you can also do that directly from the UniTools Pro app itself. If you head over to network, you can switch between DHCP or the static IP from the mobile phone itself. Now it's on DHCP. If you want to make it to static IP, you can make it to the static IP. You can change the IP address, whatever you want to assign to the NVR, and hit OK. The settings will be saved. You can also make changes to the storage settings, make the changes to the recording schedules of the cameras, or if you want to select a particular camera, you can select the particular camera and make changes to the recording schedule of the particular camera. You can also select between schedule recording or event recording and select the schedule from the schedule itself and hit save so you can make sure that recording schedule is saved. And if you want to check the status of your hard drive on the NVR, you can just head to storage medium and you can see over here the hard drive status is normal. And if you wish to format your hard drive, you just have to click on the format button at the top, select the storage medium and hit format, and your hard drive will be formatted. This is pretty much what we can do for the NVR configurations. And now let's see what are the camera configurations that we can do using the UniTools Pro app. For that, you just need to open the camera, enter the camera configurations. Now it's same, like you can rename the device if you want. If you want to make it like outdoor device, like a parking entrance or the parking exit, you can rename it accordingly. And you can also update the firmware. This is already on the latest version, so we don't have anything to update over here. And if you want to reboot a camera, you can do it as well. Now you can also configure different types of detections like motion detection, intrusion detection, and crossline detections. So I will show you how you can configure the intrusion detections from the mobile phone itself. If you hit intrusion detection, and if you want to set a detection area, enable it, set a detection area. You can also draw on your own. If you hit on this, and if I want to have a detection area, I can just hit on the plus icon over here. And if I want to have an intrusion detection in this area, I can do it very quickly this way. And you can hit save, and that's the area set for intrusion detection. You can also adjust the sensitivity. You can select the objects in the intrusion detection area like motor vehicle, pedestrian. And if you want to have that same customized voice message, you can also select that from the list. And the same thing for the network. If you head over to the network, you can change the IP address if you want to change the IP address for the camera as well. Now, heading to see what we can do with the image settings. If you head over to the image settings, we can enable WDR, smart illumination light, white light. And if you want to adjust the brightness of the image, you can do it. And if you want to rotate the image, you can also do that. If you want to enable day or night mode, you can do it. If you want to make it on auto, just set it on auto itself. Now, if your camera supports an audio, you can also disable audio inputs and adjust the audio input from the app itself. For that, just head over to sound and microphone, enable the audio input, adjust the audio output volume and the input volume. And for the storage, I have already scheduled it for the scheduled recording. It's a normal recording. And if I want to change it to the event recording, I will hit event recording and it will be set to event recording. And if I want to change the time, yeah, I can change the time by just clicking from what time to what time I don't want a event recording, that time, and hit save. That would be saved. And if you are having any cameras issues and the support team on the call request for a diagnostic report, you can just enter diagnostic info, export diagnostic info, and it will give you a file. You can save that file and you can share that with support if you have any issues with the camera itself and the support team requests you for a diagnostic report. All of this can be done directly from one app. And the most important thing you can do from the UniTools Pro app is you can directly access the web browser page of the NVR. To access that, you just have to select the NVR, hit the three dots, enter the device config again. Over here, you will see the advanced config. If you hit an advanced config, it will open up you a page that is a web browser page for the NVR. If you type in the password, username name and password, you are directly inside of the NVR, and you can have the access to all the setup directly from your mobile phone itself. You don't need to have a laptop, you don't need to carry a monitor with you to set up the device. It's same as you are using it on your mobile phone. So now the main thing is, now I have created my project. I have two of my devices. Let's assume I am an installer. I have created my project, that is training. I have two of my devices configured and ready to be shared. So now I will hit on the project. I will go to my workspace. I will hit on deliver, and we have two options to deliver the devices. The first one is transfer it. By transferring it, you will lose the ownership of the device. By sharing it, you will still have the ownership of the device, but you are just sharing the device to the person or to your client. So I have configured the device. Now I want to share my device with my client or the manager at the condominium or the hotel. If I click hit share, select the device I want to share, select share, and I just have to check all the permissions before I'm sharing the device. So live view, I want to share it, PTZ control, two-way audio, alarm message, playback, and everything. Now we have this very good option over here, device sharing. So if this is enabled and I am sharing my device with the manager, and if the manager wants to share the device with his co-workers or the security persons on the site, manager do not have to call you back for asking like, could you share to this person? Manager can directly share the device with his co-workers or the security persons or the guest the manager wants to share with. I will show you how we can do that. I'm keeping it as enable. I'm hitting next. I'm entering my colleague name and I'm done. I'm accepting the terms and conditions and hitting share. Now this device has been shared with my colleague. So I will show you how that device will appear on the end user side. So as you can see, this device appears here. And now Ibn is my manager or the person whom I have shared the device with. Now, if Ibn wants to share with his family members or the guest or the persons whom he want to share the device with, Ibn can actually do that. Ibn doesn't have to contact me again. Please do this and do this. It will reduce most of the support calls. So Ibn can directly hit the three buttons, as you can see from whom the device has been shared. This is me, Aziz. I have shared the device with Ibn. Now Ibn is going to share the device with the other person. Shared use, and Ibn enters the username of the person whom he wants to share the device with. Select the validity period and all the permissions, then hit save. So this is a very useful feature that we can use from UniTools Pro app. And I will show you one more thing for the alarm notifications. Now, if I walk in front of my office camera, it will send me a alarm. As you can see over here on my UniEase app, if I go to messages section, I can see all the alarms that happen in my area, and that is very quick. I just walked in front of my camera just now. So if I hit on that, if I hit on playback, I can see who has walked in front of my camera, what was the thing. As you can see over here, I'm just walking in front of my camera. So it's very quick. And if you want to have the alarm notifications as your normal mobile phone alarm notifications, you just have to click on three dots and make sure that this is enabled. So you will receive all the live alarms on your mobile phone, and with a just single click, you can just go through all the notifications and you can make sure that what's happening around my area. So that's pretty much for the today's session. To summarize today's session, UniTools Pro is used by installers to install and configure systems, and the other app that is UniEase that is used by end users for daily monitoring. Both the apps have different purposes. Together, they complete the Uniview mobile experience. And thank you all for joining today's session. And I will share you the recording very shortly. Before we wrap up, I will open the floor for any questions. Feel free to type your questions in the chat box, and our team will answer your questions. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today.